So, welcome back. Been a little bit of a delay since I went for something to eat. No point in starting the match halfway through, so just waited for that one to finish. Which was Craig Harrison and Christopher Hatton. Craig Harrison eventually won 5 frames to 3. So this is a winners qualification match. Race to 7. Dylan Mitchell, as you can see, versus Jason Hill. This is to get into the last 8.
Table 2, Matt Lawrence and Craig Hart.
All the scores from today and yesterday all on Q-Score. Just scroll down my page to the start of all the live streams over the last couple of days. You'll see the link. Or just go to Q-Score and search Helens Masters. So Matt Lawrenson is playing Craig Hart in this round. Mark White is playing Rob Dagnall, and Alphan Dad is playing Tezort. They're all playing for a place in the last 8 proper. And the losers will go through to the losers qualification round and await the winners from the final qualifying. All the losers matches, still quite a few of them in progress. I mean, there's 8 matches. Well, there's actually 5 in progress because 3 have already finished. Steve Wall's through to losers round 6. That's the penultimate qualifying round. Adam Chorley's through. Steve Wall beat Tom Jones 5-0. Adam Chorley beat Nathan Boslam 5-2, and Steve Whittaker beat Conor Mooney 5-2. So, first blood there to Dylan Mitchell. I think that was a breaking dish. How's that white not gone in? It looked all the way. He's not happy, obviously. He's not got an easy opener.
Oh, it's my dad's birthday today as well.
Is it? Happy birthday, Mark. Just Sean Charlie who sat outside of me watching Jason, but just tuned in. So, happy birthday to the donut. How old is he, Charlie? 43. Behave yourself. He's more than that. Yeah. Well, I had him down for more than that. He looks older than 43. Well, he got through to that one more than what he needed to. Could have hit that a little bit thinner. Tough paper round. I actually remember now, he didn't play for the seniors the first season, or the first half of the first season. Possibly first season actually. Halfway through the second. I'd have put him somewhere near there, Scott. Don't like to say, you know me. 63? Charlie said he said 63, Scott. Don't be telling lies. Scott's still in the building. Have you gone home now, Scott? I'm just looking, I think he is. He must be. Yeah, losers round 3, you got beat. 5-1. Yeah, well, bit rude then, not saying goodbye. Tried to look cheeky on there, Dylan. In the end, he missed the pot and lost the white. So chance here now for Jason Hill. First real chance of the game. Could have been better. Stu Barrow currently 3-2 up against Tony Brown. This is a losers round 5. Simon Patterson 2-all against Ryan Stewart. All the rest are 0-0 at the moment. David Stockway, Dutton, Gaz Royds, Rob Ward, Craig Harrison, Vic Mack, all 0-0. Just one other match on. It started in this winners qualification round, other than this one, is Matt Lawrenson against Craig Hart. They're on the table behind this one. You can just see Craig at the table now. Matt sat down there in the red. By the looks of it, I would say Craig's on reds. Thought that was going to drop. What's happening there? Well, looks like Matt got back to the table, took that first frame. So it's Matt Lawrenson that leads 1 frame to 0 over in the other winners qualification round match that's being played now. Jason missed the yellow completely there. He's looking absolutely disgusted with himself. And although he's got 2, he's obviously looking at the best way to attack this. I think the one near the middle pocket is the one to go for. But this is awkward down there if he doesn't get rid of it now. Goes to, I think it goes to the middle and to the top right. So he'll probably take this long. It goes to the middle. And he's got a nice little angle on this now, just to drift his white down for black. So maybe the opposite centre pocket. So 2-0, Dylan Mitchell. So that's a great shot from Dylan. Use that yellow as well to stop the white. So just drops this in. Oh, he's a little bit harder than what I thought. It must have been thinner than what it looked. Oh dear, Dylan. I don't know why he's played it like that. Obviously didn't fancy the screw back. Big chance missed there for Dylan. Now then, this is a good opportunity for Jason to register a frame. He shouldn't be missing these. Surprised, unless he can't get through to the one over the hole, I'm surprised he's gone this way. It's a little bit awkward this way. He's okay now. So he should be taking these out. So maybe the one over the bottom left. I was going bottom right, I was going to say bottom left, and then one of the ones in the middle to come down for this one here. But let's take this one first. Just surprised he left the one over the hole till last. I know he's always got the bag, but he's okay. Cold that one. He should still be okay though. I'm saying he should be okay. He might have to come off 2 cushions here. A little bit of check side on it as well. those of you that are tuned in, watch out for the details for the Northern Tour. I will be bringing it back. I wasn't going to bother, but I will be bringing it back sometime in the new year. There's one more event to play, which will be more likely end of January now. I'll announce the date and venue for that just after I come back from Treco. I'll just confirm the dates for the venue and then announce that, and then sometime after the new year I'll see how far we get with doing the tour again. Only because I've been asked by quite a few to keep it going. But it will have to fill up, otherwise it's not worth it. It's not worth it for the lads that to join it. This year was a little bit of a struggle. There has been quite a few other venues that have been doing their own little thing, but one or two of them have stopped, so we'll see. We'll see where we get with it. Well, to be honest with you, I stuck to what I know. McDonald's, although it was absolutely rancid. It's not the best McDonald's I've ever been to. And yesterday I had something from across the road. Wasn't too bad. Don't get a chance or time to go anywhere else. So the way these balls are lying now, Jason will be expecting to be leveling the scores here. Slight angle on this one as well, so he'll just take the one to the top left here, just pull his white back just above the yellows for the red into the bottom right. Just like that. And then he'll take the one, the middle of those three reds into the bottom left. And leave the one for the middle pocket till last. Nobody even told me about it, Dave. Chipmunk. Must be keeping it a closely guarded secret. Although Stuart did get me, not so Stuart, Tony did get me a nice sausage and bacon balm yesterday morning. I don't know where he got that from. Well, I'm surprised he's played it like that. Surely he could have dropped that in. Surely he could. believe he couldn't have dropped that in without holding the white. I don't think there was that much of an angle, but it looks hard deceiving. But you've got to be on the last red. It's got a big target here, but it's all about hitting it in the right place. If not, what you leave. He's left game on, really. Well, apart from the black, but I think, let's have a look at that red. It's a big bag, that middle pocket. Maybe not so big. Play the plants here. Bit of work to do here for Dylan though, it's not cut and dried this. Yeah, I do sometimes. I haven't been doing. Why has somebody been slating me? We'll have to get them blocked if they have. Yeah, I do. Not always, because although there's one or two that do watch YouTube, I normally have it turned off, the chat. It's not at the moment, but I normally have it turned off so I don't have to monitor it. But one thing I will say about YouTube, I don't have any of them naughty links that keep getting posted like certain other streamers out there. It's all nice and clean, so it's suitable for everybody. And YouTube I don't know if it's something to do with that, but YouTube have started asking me for certain anyway, if it's suitable for under 18s, suitable for children, which it is, because I don't allow anything like that, which is, like I say, which is why normally YouTube chat's turned off. But yeah, there is one of the most prominent streamers out there that doesn't monitor his properly either, and it's forever being bombarded with porn links, which is not it's not good really. But I won't mention who it is. I'm sure you all know. So this black here, 3-0 lead for Dylan. Jason had his chance there. He had a very good chance. Threw it away. And he knows it. And we'll probably hear about that for quite a while. Blimey, Charlie, that was quick.
Yeah.
You run.
I literally went in, got served, came back out.
So, Dylan Mitchell to break, leading Jason Hill 3 frames to 1. Jason's had his chances. That's a crunching break. Yellows are going here. Dylan's only problem is going to be the black, and that's not going to be a massive problem. Just looking at the orange to the middle here, how much you can see of it. Well, you can pot it. The lights have been maybe a tad straighter, so he could have screwed into that black, but he might still be able to do that. No, he can't. He's got balls that he can possibly try and get into it. Doesn't go top left, doesn't go bottom right. So he's going to have to do something. So we'll just go through a few more scores. David Stocks beat Wayne Dutton 5-3 in the losers round 5. Ryan Stewart beat Simon Patterson 5-4. Stuart Barlow beat Tony Brown 5-3. Craig Harrison is 4-1 up against Vic Mack. Gaz Royds and Rob Ward is 0-0. Matt Lawrenson, Craig Hart still 0-0, as is Mark White and Rob Dagnall. Also started losers round 60 is Steve Wall versus Adam Chorley, Steve Whittaker versus Stu Barlow, and Ryan Stewart versus David Stock. They're all in action now. They're all playing to get into the final losers qualifying round, along with the loser of this match. Just having a quick look, see if anybody's come all the way through the losers rounds. Nobody as yet. David Stock's come the furthest. He won his first match in the prelim and then got beat in winners round 1. Lost 64. And he's gone through the losers section for the rest of it, so he's on a long old journey. He's got this round and one more to go to get into the quarterfinals. Thanks, Patrick. I must say, you and Zach Harvey do a grand job in the pool matches and venues Northwest, sharing everything that gets put out there. As well as Mark Smith as well. He's always sharing stuff. What? He did not play that off the yellow. He's got a smile on his face, but he did not play that off the yellow. Jason, oh, hang your head in shame. That was a mile away. So lucky. 3-2. Thank you, Pi. Your comments on YouTube. And yes, 555 spank. He was lucky there. So that lucky black there's keeping Jason out in this match. Oh, I don't know where he's going with that. I don't think he does either. He's going to have to go for the one to the bottom left now. Run his white through. Try and nudge that red on the side rail out. He's got the angle to do it. As long as he bumps it out just enough for it to go, it'll be okay. He's missed it. He's missed them both. Jason. I was just about to say scratching his hair, but he's got nowhere to scratch. It was very hard to miss. Even the cannon was hard to miss from that. Obviously focusing too much on the cannon, missed the pot. Oh, it's Dylan's turn. He's got a couple more tricky pots to go. Try and get himself in prime position. Nice pot from Dylan Mitchell. Now then, he'll take the 1-2, either top left or the one down this right hand side here, to the top right. Possibly take the one down the rail, top right while he's on it. Doesn't have to do anything with the white really, just naturally gonna come away from the rail like it has done. Oh, that was always risky because he was never guaranteed of being on the one that he's nudging out. Catching it thick like he has, he was always going to be lucky if he left himself any sort of shot on the other one. I thought he might have gone for the other one first. He's recovered it well. I thought he'd have gone for this one first and then the other one and gone into the other one, but he's done well here. It's been a nice little finish. Four frames to 2. So, Dylan breaking off. It's gone dry. Finding it a bit of a struggle is Jason at the minute. Just small margins. Just overrun it just a little bit. Like to have been a bit straighter, so he could run his white through, work his way down from the top of the table. He may well still have a go at this though. He wants it to be a bit straighter so he could run his white through, so he could be nearly straight on the one on the top rail. Just a slight angle on it, just to bump the white off the top rail for the one into the right middle. The fact he's got too much angle on this means he's drifting towards the middle pocket, so this is why he's going down the bottom end of the table first. He can redeem himself here. Just on the softer side cushion. He wants to be a bit straighter on that one he's bridging over. Well, he's decided to go right up top at table. That's roughly where he wanted to be after that one near the blue spot. He may go middle pocket here. He's got an angle on that one to just run his white off the side rail to come back for the one on the top. Just means he might have to take a more awkward, longer red on last. No, this is the last qualifying round. This is the winner's qualification. So the winner of this obviously goes straight into the last 8. The loser goes into the final qualifying round for the losers. So they get one more chance. Everybody gets 2 chances to get into the last 8. The only thing is, if you get into the last 8 without losing, you don't get another chance. It's do or die once the quarter-finals start. So the loser of this will actually play the winner of Steve Whittaker and Stu Barlow, and currently it's Stu Barrow, sorry, and it's currently 1-0 to Stu Barrow. (4-3). He even takes his time racking up with Jason. Fair play. So Jason on to break, trailing 4 frames to 3. He's got one. Top left hand corner. It's not pretty though. He's got reds covering 2 pockets. I'm not too sure if the yellow goes past this red. I think it just sneaks past the red into the bottom right, so if you can conjure something up here, top of the table. The red is too far away from the pocket to play the yellow into it, so don't think the middle yellow of those three goes anyway. So he's going reds. And after this red's gone, he can play a cannon into them. That's not the best of shots, Jason. You've got to give yourself a chance. You should have had a little bit of side on that or something, just to, I don't know. I was going to say come out towards the yellow black spot, but I think the yellow's in the way, to be fair, so maybe a little bit harder. Had to make sure you had a shot after that. Good effort from Jason. Not too much more he could do there, to be fair. Oh, we've got Jason covering one camera and Dylan covering the other. Well, I must say, after the shenanigans at Norbeck last week with the scoreboard, it's worked wonders this last couple of days. No issues at all with it. So it just does tell me that there was issues with the Wi-Fi. That's what we suspected. It kept dropping out. It's Wi-Fi'd up at the moment. I've not even got it wired up, and it's been no problem at all weekend. So I did have Darren Norris on it. A developer early on this week. Ooh, dicey with F there, Jason. Just try to nudge that red out. If he manages to clip it, he's got game on. He's got more work to do now. So this last red and the black to level the scores. Crunching break there from Dylan, but still a bit of a cluster in that middle. So, although there's 5 reds out in the open, maybe 6, That 7th one could be a bit of a problem. The yellows do go. They've all got pockets, to be fair. You've just got to take them all in the right order. So yellows could be the suit to go for, as bunched up as they do look. Take them in the right order. They do go. I think he's playing a plant. Doesn't need to. No, he's got reds. So deceiving. Well, they actually all go now. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Phil. Without everybody, I think, from the winners section, apart from Matt Lawrenson, just looking, we've had them all on, apart from Matt Lawrenson and Alf and Dad. So it was a toss-up, and Dylan hadn't been on stream, and neither had Jason, so I think that's the reason why they picked it. I don't get really much say in, well, I don't get any, who's going on. It's usually down to Tony Brown. I think as organisers, well, you've got to try and be a little bit fair towards everybody. They've all paid the same money to enter the comp. Some players appreciate the fact they're not on stream, but others, certainly like Jason, who does rely on sponsors to get him around the competitions. Likes to be on stream now and again so he can advertise his sponsors, which is understandable. The same as Arfin, really. Arfin's the same. He always gives his sponsors a shout out, no matter what position he's ended up in a competition. So when they get a little bit of TV exposure, it's all good for them. So you can't deny them their opportunity, I suppose. The same as the losers rounds. If there's only losers rounds being played, you've got to put somebody on, I suppose. So, but when Jason's flying, he's good to watch. Very clinical. Why is it that firm? But the angle he had to cut the yellow onto the other. He was always trusting to a little bit of luck as to where he landed, so he may well have to go for the double hit. He's hampered for the other yellow. And it's no good to him taking that other one first because he's going to have an even harder yellow to contend with, so the double's a shot here. So whether he back doubles it, can't really tell what he's doing with it, or whether he plays it into the bottom right hand corner as we're looking. I think he's going to play it in the bottom right hand corner. That is a shot, I think. Yep. No then, just overcut it. So great chance here for Dylan Mitchell to take the lead. 5 frames to 4. Please watch language here, people. It's a bit close to this. Played it okay. I saw one yesterday, it was a blatant push. Not for me to comment though. It's a Stefan Mercedes game. So, all of a sudden, Jason Hill's got him himself a lead. Matt Lawrenson 6-4 up against Craig Hart. Mark White trailing 4 frames to 3 against Rob Dagnall. Half and Dad 2-1 up against Tez Orr. They're all final qualifying matches in the winners round. Losers round 6, the penultimate qualifying round. Steve Wall 4 frames all against Adam Chorley. Steve Whittaker beats Stu Barlow 5 frames to 2. That's Stuart out. Ryan Stewart's 3-2 up against David Stock. Rob Ward is trailing 3 frames to 1 against Craig Harrison. Steve Wall has now gone through into the final qualifying round, beating Adam Chorley 5 frames to 4 as we speak. It's a little bit close to that. He may well go top at table. No, I'll say top at table, the one that he's nearest to now with his hand. He may well go that one first. He is doing. He's played it well. He's got the one just as side of the black. Now then, it's going to get more difficult this, because that red on the left hand rail, I don't think it's going to go past that yellow. No matter how you hit it. You may well have to double that one. So he's got a chance now. He's low on this, which is perfect. Back doubles it into the bottom right hand corner. Sends his white up the table. He needs to nail this. We're not going to tell from this angle. Rob Dagnall there walking down the table. Craig Hart as well against Matt Lawrenson. He's nowhere near there. It's part of Jason's ball as well. Jason's asking if he's got. Of course he's got 2. He's just part of your ball, mate. So, chance here for Jason now. Moving the white. The middle one of those 3 is the most awkward of the balls he's got left. Having said that, the red also near the black just limits the black for one of the pockets, that's all. Just pushing it into a better position, leaving himself an easy yellow to open up with. It's now 6 frames to 5, Matt Lawrenson against Craig Hart. Now we'll probably take one of these two over the middle pocket here, leave the other one till last for the black. The one nearest to the pocket will go first, run his white through. Don't want to be hampered because he wants to take the one to the top right next. It's a good shot there from Jason Hill. One to the left centre, screws white back. Has to be pretty straight for his last yellow into the opposite middle. Just drop the white through, black into bottom left. Put himself on the hill. I bet he's not heard that before. So, Jason Hill, 6-4 up. Needs one more.
Crawling back to me.
Chance here to go into this yellow. He's played it well. I don't think One just to the right of the whiteboard goes. It does, by the looks of it. It's a bit thin. So you probably take the one nearest to the left hand corner pocket, screws white back. In fact, if it goes into left, right centre, it doesn't really need to pull it back that much. That's pretty straight, that's about perfect. It is 6-all, Matt Lawrence and Craig Hart. One of them will go through to the loser's side to play Steve Wall. So another tough match, whoever gets beat there to qualify. Well, it wasn't straight, obviously. He might have to play a plant here. The nearest yellow does go top left, but he may well have to play a plant. It all depends how much angle he's got. If he's got too much, he won't do. Because he'll end up with a more difficult last yellow. If it's too much of an angle, he'll probably play it to the top left, take his white up the side rail, but it's looking like he's stunning this. So he's playing the plant. He's played it well. Great shot. Again, another toughie. It's thin. He needs to come back down the table. Black, right centre, or top right. He could have done with a little bit less on that. If that yellow is another 2 inches this way, this shot is easy. Just makes it that little bit more difficult. You can see there, it's not that hard to pot. It's all about controlling the white. He needs to dig into this. He might even come back right hand side of the black. Oh, he's only just avoided the enough. Caught the knuckle. He can see the black. Well, I don't even know if there's a cross cut on or anything. I don't know what he's going to do with this. Anything can happen. You can definitely see the black. Depends how much, but Arthur Dad's 5-2 up. This could be a cross-cut double. Doesn't need a double kiss though, and he's got one. Well, the only saving grace is left very little for Dylan to go out, but you just know that Jason's going to be in trouble after this. So, Mark White, Rob Dagnall locked at 5 frames each. Just trying to see if I can see what's going off on table 7. It says table 7, it's table 2. I'm looking at the wrong one. I can see them on that angle there. It's Matt Lawrence at the table. I don't know who's on what. Well, they've both got 3 balls each left. Looks like Matt's on yellows. He's potted it. Now then, where's that white? Has he got enough? Oh, he hasn't. I think it does cut. But it's tight. So we'll just leave it on this angle for now, just see what goes off with Matt Lawrence and Craig Hart on the other table. This is the last winners qualifying round. This match. The match on the next table, Matt Lawrenson, who's at the table in red. That's another last qualifying round match as well. That's locked at 6 frames all. Matt's on yellows. He's left himself an awkward penultimate yellow. So that's not over yet. Just 1 second while Dylan takes his shot. We'll come back to the other view in a second or two. Now then, he's played that absolutely perfect. These are just 3 plop-ins, 3 little stun shots. Just pull it back 2 or 3 inches. Well, maybe a few more. Matt's still not queued for his shot yet, so just wait while Dylan takes this shot. He's having a good think of it, is Matt Lawrenson. Oh, what's he done? He's okay. Just to bring it back to 6 frames to 5. Matt's still not decided what to do. It's a very fine shot, that. Stretching as well. The only problem is the white. He's decided to go around the angles with it. Because the white, he was that thin. He's looking like the white would have been going down right hand side of that last yellow, which would have been no good to him really. So, chance for Craig Hart on the second table up. 6 frames all. This is to go through to the last 8 as well. And it's looking like Craig is going to do this now. Ryan Stewart 5-4 against David Stock. So we're just waiting for Rob Ward, Craig Harrison. They're locked at 3 frames all. Thanks Patrick. Posting the scores. Well played Craig Hart. Unlucky Matt Lawrenson, 2 good buddies there. So it's Craig that goes through to the quarterfinals. He's the first one through. Matt Lawrenson goes through to the final losers qualifying. He will play Steve Wall for a place in the quarterfinals. So, just his black and he's missed it. It's never going in. Ooh, has it come out? Well, Jason's asked for a total, so he obviously hasn't. Excuse me. I don't know why it's played that. I do know why. I've scrolled and it's gone down to the wrong scene, so apologies. It's not that difficult to swerve though. Jason should nail this. The only problem with this, if you catch it too thick, the white follows it in. We saw that yesterday. Well, he was never going in, he swerved it too much. He's Kev Dillon. Although he's queuing awkward, a relatively easy opener. He's not even queuing awkward. No problem, that's a Dylan Mitchell. Jason knows. He's smiling, he's shaking his head. This is going 6 frames all. We've got another decider on our hands, I think. No, and it's, as you can see, it's Dylan's break next. Well, that red staying out has given Dylan a lifeline, because if that had dropped, there wouldn't have been anything easy. At least he's got an easy opener. He might not have a choice of what colour he wants, but he's at the table. He's in control. That's the main thing. Well, it doesn't look like Jason can get through to the one to the left centre. So the only shot he's got on really is maybe the plant, bottom left, which in turn he will probably go into the yellow and nudge it towards the left centre a bit closer. His only problem being is going to be the one on the bottom rail. The loser of this plays Steve Whittaker. The winner goes into the quarterfinals, and if they win the quarterfinal match, potentially they'll line up with Craig Hart, with maybe possibility of Half and Dad, who's 5-2 up against Tesor, or Mark White or Rob Dagnall, who are locked at 6 frames each. So we've got, in the last qualifying round of the winners section, 3 final frame deciders. Mark White and Rob Dagnall, 2 tables down. It's Rob Dagnall at the table. You can see there's quite a few balls left on the table. There's a lot of work to do down there. Is it going to drop? It has. Now then, I don't think he can get through to the one just above the black where we're looking now. If he could, I would safely say that that's all over. So he's going to have to go, I think. Can he get through to it? Maybe he can. Well, if he can, he's had a result. He's had a flick. It's all about getting on the one over the bottom pocket. That one over the bottom pocket doesn't look that difficult. Anywhere between the black and the top cushion. He doesn't want to be too far over to the right. Oh, he still nips. He's looking away, but he still nips. And he's left-handed as well. So that's going to be a little bit more awkward for him. Or is it? He's chewing over the red. He's going to have to stretch, I think. He's okay. Into the red with the white to try and take the pace out of it. Oh. not thick enough. It still goes. It's a lot more difficult than he wanted. It goes to either corner. He's played it playing ball by the looks of it. He could have screwed into that red and just caught it a little bit thicker. He's taking it to the bottom right. This for the match. Oh, unbelievable scenes. That could well be his last shot. It's got a bit of work to do, Dylan, but it's doable. Perfect. That's perfect. There's all sorts he can do here. He can run this through, play the plant into the top right. It's looking like it's going to be 3 on the bounce. Ooh, he could have done with a bit more on that. He's a good passer, is Dylan. He shouldn't miss the plant. He wasn't playing for anything else but the plant. It's a massive pocket. Big shot coming up. Just needs to play it dead weight. Well, he's not going for it. He's got other plans. That doesn't go past the black, surely. He's not going to leave himself a double, is he? Is he going to try and drop it behind it? He's kicked it out. What a great shot. What a great shot. To kick it out. Unbelievable. Fair play to Dylan Mitchell. Held his nerve, kept his cool, puts himself into the last 8. Jason has got one more game to play. We will see you very shortly. Hopefully a little bit more drama like that. Great match between 2 top class players. We'll be back very, very shortly. Like I said, watch out for the notification, you don't want to miss it.